different markets of coffee have different requirements for coffee imports. Just like you had requirements on chili, just like you had requirements on aquatic products, the same with coffee. Every country sets standards for its safety of the people, for the safety of the environment. Like in this case of coffee, it's about the environment with the EU. For example, imports into China require registration with the General Administration of Customs of the People's Republic of China. Sudan in Africa, being a main consumer in Africa, requires, for example, ISO certification and submission of annual test results for both physical and biochemical coffee parameters of Sudanese Standards and Meteorology Organization, and the European Union requires compliance with EUDR. EUDR means European Union Deforestation Regulations. So every market has got its own requirements. So in this case, our emphasis for today is on the EU Deforestation Regulations, which if not complied with, will compromise our ability to trade in that market, which is reasonably sizable. For each of these export market segments, Uganda's approach has been to ensure adherence to the set standards. So dear members of the press and Ugandans, on 5th December 2022, the European Parliament approved the European Union Deforestation Regulation, EUDR, aimed at ensuring that supply chains remain free from products contributing to deforestation and forest degradation. So in other words, they are trying to restrict your farming. You farm, you balance food with forest. Yes. Don't mind about food and forget forest. So they are trying to say if you cut a forest to plant coffee, we won't buy it. So there are those regulations. The regulation targets 7 commodities and their derived products, namely coffee, cocoa, cattle, cocoa, coffee, oil palm, soya, wood, and rubber, whether imported or produced within the EU. These commodities will be prohibited from entering the EU market if they are produced on land cleared of forest for agricultural purposes after 30th December 2020.